Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. The whole point of having cards sometimes is because people like to create illusions. When people create illusions, all right, because they're indirect bullies or direct bullies. And when people bully, it's because they really can't do the job, you know. Because inside they're just bullying themselves, do you know what I mean? Because they're incapable, as you wouldn't be a bully. Or you wouldn't create illusions, delusions. It's just highlighting the weakness within someone where they have to do the work, you know? If you were that good at something, you wouldn't be doing illusions, delusions, and bullying and fighting and being conniving. So it's not about Black Lives Matter on this channel or White Lives Matter or All Lives Matter. It's all souls matter, all right? We're trying to get our power back, okay? Because in the energy, all right, it's all about having a relationship with ourselves to find the balance of the feminine and masculine energy, all right? Some of you's in the energy of a soul connection. You look at romance, you look at love partnerships, all right? You're looking at communication. There seems to be passion in the air, all right? For healing, it's a healing love. We're looking at a very spiritual person, all right? We're looking at victory. Okay, we're looking at opportunities when it comes to looking into someone's eyes and you fall in love with their soul, but you've got to fall in love with yourself. So it's all about having a relationship with yourself to balance the feminine and masculine energy within you, so that to manage your emotions, okay, so you can give a healthy cup of love or share your holy grail with someone else, but by using your intuition. All right, looking at health, we're looking at health, looking at wealth, all right, but it comes from the essence of love, okay? Loving self, loving beings, loving planet, loving God, because it comes with balancing the feminine and masculine energy in you. Someone hasn't talked about their feelings, or maybe somebody wants to come and give you recognition about their feelings, the cup of love, right? We're looking at security. Maybe someone feels secure in their emotions, all right? Maybe you went through a bit of a pitfall, but we're looking at passion, walking in love, okay? Because now we're in the energy of seeing purity from the heart. Remember, the heart is the seat of the soul, okay? Because now we're looking at connection to the divine. So someone's looking for the divine feminine or divine masculine, but look for the divine energy in you. So someone's finding their divine feminine and masculine energy within them. So we're looking at the highest self, we're looking at newness, we're looking at the innocence, okay, of the soul of the self, all right? Some of you might be inexperienced, okay, but you're using your heart chakra. Okay, someone's using their heart chakra, looking into the cup of life or the cup of love, right? A Queen of Cups, a very nurturing person, very healing. Could be a Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces person. Into me, I feel, all right? Maybe she feels a soul connection, very nurturing, loving woman, okay? Because she feels very connected to the divine, all right? That's how she feels. So now we're going into the energy of illuminating, okay, an opportunity when it comes to the solar plex, all right? So this seems to be an opportunity when it comes to a soul connection. Please, collective, write your dreams down. Don't let people just say, you're my soulmate. No, it's about telepathic communication. It's about feelings, all right? It's about allowing the heart to lead you, okay? Because you are the Holy Grail, to lead you towards your Two of Cups and away from a conflict. Maybe behind a loving, nurturing person, there seems to be the energy, all right, of maybe someone is looking into the cup of love. So maybe they feel there's a love affair behind their back. So there's lots of conflicts about romantic attachments maybe, or maybe about creative expressions. You know, looking at art and drama from the soul of the self, from the energy, all right? You could be a Leo person, all right? So there could be a Leo person. You've got the will, all right? When you look into your own cup of life, all right, Miss Queen of Cups, you could be thinking about Queen of Cups, or you could be a Leo person, all right? We're looking at a sweetheart, we're looking at the ambition, okay? You could be an actor or a teacher. We're looking at leading from the cup of life, all right, is your holy grail, all right? We're looking at the light, we're looking at the light. But people aren't listening. There's no common ground. No common ground. So someone's illuminating a conflict. A Leo person. Maybe these group of people are conflicted about their own happiness. A group of people, but maybe a Leo person is happy, or she's happy because she's illuminate. That's it. When people send witchcraft or conflicts from the soul of the self, right, to bring that spiritual warfare, Sit in love, man. Wrap spirituality within yourself, okay? Follow the light in you. You're protected from outside forces. Yeah, you block people, man. Maybe you're blocking a Taurus person. Happy to be blocking a Taurus person because it's conflicts. Someone's in a rival, a challenge, maybe with a Leo person. Or maybe a Leo person is in a conflict with a Queen of Cups. A loving person. But we're looking at happiness, all right? We're looking at working on the soul of the self. Someone feels very happy, maybe about self-connection. Maybe someone's seen an opportunity, seen an enthusiasm from the solar plex. So now I'm looking at teamwork. Somebody's working on quality, not quantity. Because someone's working in a group, it's about quantity, and they're missing the quality, all right? So if someone's up at night when it comes to a team collaboration, because it's conflicted with the happiness, maybe, with their own happiness, it's been illuminated, all right? We're looking at innocence. Someone's very innocent within this conflict, within this team. Maybe a Leo person or a Queen of Cups. Or just a soulmate connection. We're looking at the passion. Someone in this team is very angry, maybe. Or trying to work on a soul connection. Something just comes to my head. Write your dreams down. Because when you're with a sweetheart and there's been tense, what I mean intense energy where it can define your character, write your dreams down and it will help you to nurture and heal your conflict so you can come out of this spiritual warfare more regenerized, more cleansed, more happy, you know, more joyful. Look at the sun, you know, the sun of the self. Look at material happiness. Look at the joy. Someone's looking at a very joyful outcome. So we look at success after a conflict. There was rival challenges, hot tempers, people not listening to each other. Because God gave everyone a soul to be creative, to bring heaven on earth. But no one's listening to no one. You know, it's all about, I want to speak because I want to be a leader. I'm not talking. I want to talk. I don't want to talk. You're not talking with me. It's all like, and then it becomes inside of you as well, right? Someone's working on the wish fulfillment by using the intuition for their wishes to come true. Okay. We're looking at sheltering your happiness when it comes to working with people. It will come with victory and triumph when it comes to conflict resolution in a collaboration or a team, but use your intuition to highlight any conflicts or any unwanted energy to create your opportunities. Someone's creating their opportunities after maybe the foundation of God's Tour Cup was in a 5 of Swords, all right? There was no ground ship, or maybe they bring it down to the ground from heaven to earth. But there was no ground ship. There seemed to be no ground ship because there was vampire energy. So now someone feels defeated because now we have a 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords all about bullying, thieving, violence, verbal, physical abuse. So someone's abusing their relationship. And this is how probably what the Queen of Cups feels. You probably think about a Aquarius person. She's probably thinking about the intellect, or she's thinking about her own mastery of divinity. Okay, because she feels spiritually connected to someone. So her holy grail is her leadership. Okay, so maybe it's healing the battle of the mind because it's bringing a conflict to the energy. All right, someone's looking at conflict resolution, a peaceful resolution. Maybe someone's looking into a conflict, maybe an air sign person for happily ever after. Someone feels defeated by the mind. There seems to be delays, obstacles when it comes to partnership, neutral feelings, energy. When your energy matches and the thoughts match, and it seems to be a conflict in that. So someone's going against their happiness, but it seems to be a conflict behind the Queen of Cups, a very loving person. Someone keeps looking into this Queen of Cups, maybe. But she's illuminating, though, her own opportunities from her own solar plexus, from the cup of love. It's a cup of life. She could be a very influential mother, or she could be conflicted when it comes to maybe having children. That was her wish fulfillment, is to have children. But maybe there's a conflict, and she feels this coldness on her back, the breeze of a storm that's brewing like a storm in a teacup. So she's saying, into me, I feel there's a conflict behind me. I see people prying, spying, crying, creating cons, and now it's flicking into conflicts of energy and thoughts. She's trying to protect herself. Maybe we're thinking of an emperor, a Leo person, the mind of a conflict with a sweetheart, maybe a Queen of Swords, maybe a soulmate. Maybe he's in a conflict with the mind and the soul, maybe, about a son or being happy. But after a conflict, there seems to be happiness. We're looking at structure. We're looking at the emperor bringing order, okay, to a conflict, working on a joyful outcome, because now we see generational wealth, we see groundship stability, we see the illumination of opportunities to create maybe work, or working with creating quality and not quantity. So there's a wish fulfillment, maybe to work on a happy, joyful outcome, okay, when it comes to generational wealth, maybe after a conflict. We see collaboration, but use your intuition, collective, because now we see the hammer in the hand. You have to put the work in when it comes to self-mastery. Someone's completing a task. Some of you could be looking at a vacation, or maybe some of you are forcing to build or to bring a chore to an end. Maybe this masculine feels he needs to bring a team to an end, or a conflict to an end, or a battle to an end. Because there's a lot of slandering, there was a lot of intimidation on the foundation of the Two of Cups. And beside the Queen of Cups, you felt that tension. Because we're energy, we all go through the same things, but we deal with things differently. Do you know what I mean? So now someone's in the energy of illuminating the darkness within this team by using their intuition. Now we're looking at a joyful outcome, because someone's working maybe on the wounded warrior, or working on healthy boundaries. You could be a Sagittarius person, looking at maybe a Virgo person, or maybe a Leo person, all right? You're looking at wish fulfillment, maybe with a Cancer person. But into me, I feel, because into me, I know I could be working better away from a conflicted team, that the energy's got too much tension, and now it's being battles of the thoughts. Why? Because it's all about bringing destruction to a Two of Cups. So now we're looking at a wish fulfillment for a new community, maybe, or working with the community, or someone feels they're very in tune with their community, maybe. That's bringing them stability. But now we're looking at a situation. There seems to be maybe a Sagittarius person or Leo person, seeing that there was like problems, but when you're working really hard and you turn your back on that energy, because it's bouncing back to the people, so you're leaving them in conflict while you're just busy at work, looking at your focusing on your own happiness. You're understanding that when we make mistakes, sometimes it's part of the process. So it seems like a budget was on the floor, on the table, but someone had to cut maybe a budget and bring healthy boundaries to a budget, maybe, because someone in this energy was holding back resources. So now there's a conflict when it comes to building the team for everyone to be a winner. But there was too much selfishness, tension, heavy tension. Or maybe too much heavy tension coming in to work on a 2 of Cups. So maybe someone is paying more attention to work. Someone feels maybe they're wounded because maybe they saw something they did not see clearly, or someone was refusing to acknowledge the truth. All right. So now the mind was clouded. The mind was in a battle. It wasn't seeing the truth from the mind, the image, the vision. It was clouded, maybe too much work. So when someone hid themselves in work and refusing to acknowledge the team or collaboration is not working. So the mind becomes unclear, cannot see. Do you understand? Because remember, the eye is so close to the mind. So you can go within the mind file to see into me. I see and acknowledge my truth. That someone is hiding the truth. All right? We're looking at hiding the truth, hidden feelings. So now we're looking at higher priestess, secrets, mystery, intuition. You've got to use your intuition. Trust yourself. Because maybe someone has a wish fulfillment to come into passion. But maybe someone had a wish fulfillment to have healthy boundaries when it comes to being a player. Maybe someone met a player girl, or a player girl met a player man. So now there's wounds when it comes to passion, when it comes to creating projects, okay? Because seems to be a burden. Someone's letting go of a burden. Someone's walking in the energy of opportunity, enthusiasm, spontaneous passion, adventure. Someone sees something very adventurous. Could be a Knight of Wands. Here today, gone tomorrow. Okay? But now we're looking at the peak of passion, energy. Someone's energized by using the intuition. Someone's walking with love on their sleeves. Because now we're looking at the possibilities of allowing the intuition to relax their emotions, to be more studious, to look in your own holy grail, all right? And allow the universe, okay, to work within its power in your life. So it's like you're relaxing and allowing the power of the universe to work in your life when it comes to emotions. This is why it's important. Masculines need to tap into their emotions. It's all right to cry. It's all right to express. Me personally, I would tell you about yourself if you don't cry. But most people would say you are a coward if you don't cry. I'm the opposite. Because it's attached to your emotions, are attached to your imagination. It's attached to your gut feeling. It's attached to your solar plex, where is your intuition and your psychic gifts are there. Do you understand? So go deep into the ocean, all right, and pay attention to your feeling, because it's about energy, all right? Someone's probably battling. They feel defeated because they're walking with love on their sleeves, maybe. Maybe someone's looking at spirituality more, trusting their intuition for their ships to come in. Maybe for some of you. We're looking at intuition, the psychic abilities when it comes to spirituality, the reasons. It gives you good reason to be more critical thinker. All right, we're looking at being more of a critical thinker and not being a battle thinker. So now we're being more of a critical thinker because someone brought battle to the mind, okay, that was bringing conflict to the energy, all right? So now someone's using their third eye and trusting their own self-expression. It's about trusting your own self because there seems to be sadness over a judgment, a decision, okay? So now someone's probably being overly critical about a 2 of Cups. So now maybe that stuck someone's throat chakra from speaking. It's easily done, you know. It's all about the throat chakra and the heart chakra, you know. It has to be balanced so you can create from the soul of the self. Because now you're looking at new projects. Maybe someone's very inspired, you know, to look within a project. Maybe someone's doing a podcast, bringing in that Wheel of Fortune, coming out away from karmic lessons. Maybe someone learned their karmic lessons and now it's time to move forward, right? Because everything happens for a reason, for a season. But what is the logic of this reason? What's the critical logic of this reason? Is it overcritical? Do you know what I mean? So balance it with your third eye. Maybe someone's making a judgment, maybe. Because now we're looking at the energy of connection to the divine. You know, you have to use your highest self. So someone's using their highest self. It's in the innocence, maybe, of someone that's loving, nurturing, but quite studious. Someone that loves learning. Could be an air sign person. Because you can lead them on their own forever. They can make sand into diamond. Air signs, they're all right. They can be by themselves. Because sometimes people think air signs are like aliens. Because sometimes we're really far ahead of people. So air signs don't mind being alone, as long as there's a library. Long as there's something, you know, the mind file. Because every lifetime we bring back information, wisdom. Okay, so look into your cup of life, the cup of love. All right, that's your holy grail. That's where your self-mastery is. That's where your divinity is, with your spiritual leadership. So now I'm looking at spiritual leadership from the crown chakra, all right, using the highest self, okay, to illuminate any opportunities. Because now someone feels they're more protected when it comes to the inspiration of the angels. Listen to your inner self. Because now your judgments, you're paying attention, okay, to details when it comes to a decision. Someone's paying attention when it comes to decision, when it comes to maybe their purpose. You trust the soul, you trust your inner voice, you trust your soul, you trust your purpose, all right? So now we're living. Oh, go living from within first to go outside of oneself. Someone feels probably more stable, more powerful. Someone feels like they feel more like a father figure. Yes, I can put this team together properly because they lack boundaries. So maybe someone was bring conflict in the air to the emperor when it comes to work. But we're looking at a very good outcome, a joyful outcome. Because someone's illuminating the mind, has a different perspective when it comes to working with a complex or the energy of conflicts, man. It won't bring out that quality. Because remember, say for instance, if I hit you, all right, that energy is going to bounce somewhere else in my life. So if I hit you because I got a battle with love, all right, so I'm going to bring conflict, I'm going to bring a bruise, I'm going to bring slander, I'm going to bring graping, unalive, you name it, intimidation, all of that, right? I done that because of because of our partnership. I done that to you. Now, that energy only bounced somewhere back. Now it's going to be in your teamwork. Because it's energy. You can't dictate where the energy goes. It's karma. She knocks at anyone's door at any time. She don't care. She's not your friend. Stop acting like karma is your friend. She's not your friend. It's best you try and be her best friend. Do you understand? Because now it's bounced into work. Do you understand? But when it comes to loyalty, when it comes to joyful, because that energy has to bounce somewhere. So now someone's working on the energy, okay, of protecting themselves from any negativity, okay, use the intuition. Because someone's in the protectiveness, maybe more focused at work, building, maybe with a King of Cups, maybe they got boundary, different perspective about King of Cups, or about using the intuition and psychic gifts to make many shifts. And this is what the Moors did. This is what everyone did before Atlas, man. I can't go through everyone because it's a bit early. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people was very successful before the Western way of communication, which is GPS, which is mobile, smartphones, Apple, you name it. Go back to the original self of how we used to work. Allow the son of the self to help you. So now someone's working on their own inner personal purpose, all right? That's giving this person the drive and the energy to bring control and power to this conflict. Now someone's taking authority. Now they have a sense of confidence because now they're going to have a joyful outcome because it comes from the strength of your own individuality when it comes to your creativity, all right? So now someone feels more like in the energy of like being very supportive, like a supportive leader, okay, with empathy, because the emperor is not allowed to be idolized. He's too resourceful. He has to be there for the people, to bring the tribe to the light, to ascend joyfully to God. All right? Not allowed to be control. He's not allowed to be a controller. If you want to be a controller, go to one of them game shops and go and buy yourself a PS4 or PS5 or PS16. I don't know what's out today. Be more reliable to self. Okay? So now someone's working on thinking of a different perspective when it comes to self-mastery. It brings out the more joyful confidence in oneself. Remember, the sun gives the earth power, doesn't it? Or if you lay down solar systems, all right, it reflects the sun on the solar systems. Do you understand? So you can relax in the sun with free electric. Okay? So maybe someone's looking at maybe a community and then feel more electrified. Do you understand? So energy, it always bounce back. So maybe someone's doing reflection as well because they're thinking maybe about their team, the quality, maybe looking at marriage, maybe looking at their own individual relationship when it comes to contracts, okay? Maybe someone's working on a contract, but when it comes to team, you've got to hold back your budget. You've got to hold back your budget, man. Have healthier boundaries. It's okay to have healthy boundaries. Business is business, okay? All right? How do you keep the money afloat? You know? And it's another thing as well. There is a project going on in England to dim the sun. They're working on dimming the sun to bring the duck. That's silly. That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. All because of emissions. Well, if emissions is the problem, where's the solar plants then? Where's agricultural farming, stuff like that? Where's more sustainability? What the fuck has it got to do with the sun? You know why? Mankind don't like to take responsibility for their actions. This is why there's always conflicts, energy. Always conflict. You've got to pay attention. Seems to be a major change coming for someone. But someone's thinking about healthy boundaries and is bringing in that passion. It's bringing in that passion. Why? Healthy boundaries, man. I've always had that healthy boundary. I might run you down for the truth. Anything else, I don't really give a shit. You're on your... oh, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Morning, Queen of Swords. Maybe looking at completing one or two loose ends, because now we're looking at end of a cycle, or end of a request, or maybe someone's ending being promiscuous. That's their wish fulfillment. If you're going to come over here, there's boundaries. There's no here today, gone tomorrow, or you keep yourself behind in your conflict with your people then. You understand? So maybe someone's thinking about a Queen of Cups being very truthful. She's that person that has healthy boundaries. She knows her wants and her needs. Okay, when it comes to Queen of Swords, boundaries. That's one thing about air signs, Queen of Swords. They always have boundaries. Okay? Because now we're looking for the truth and nothing but the truth. She's got her. She's the only woman in the deck as well that carries the rosemary beads. So she's very connected to the divine. All right, it's all about balancing the head with the heart. I don't feel it should be head over heart. Because, say for instance, all right, when countries get colonized, if they had a balanced head with heart, they would have had more empathy. They would have seen that, okay, we are energy, we are love, the soul's born to love. You look like me, but we just have different energy. It's okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? We just have to find a common ground. No, all now, since 1330 BC, we cannot find a motherfucking common ground. It's madness. Everybody wants that attention-seeking madness. I'm the bit of the world. I'm the bit of the world, but nothing to offer. Apart from battles and conflicts. It's too much. We don't need to go down that road. So looking at the passion. Someone's coming in with passion, with boundaries, and that's the truth. Look at the truth. Look at clarity. Because maybe there was obstacles, delays when it comes to victory or when it comes to bringing a triumph. All right? Because now someone is looking at groundship. All right? Maybe the Queen of Swords looking at groundship. Maybe someone thought she could not see clearly. But you see discernment. The truth, you can see everything. Even if people are refusing to acknowledge your truth, it doesn't matter. God has eyes everywhere. Someone's hiding the truth, but the truth is out when it comes to stagnation, you know. Because now looking at a pathway, maybe Aries person, maybe looking at the energy of someone's values or feelings or the expression of someone's environment when it comes to being an influencer. Or maybe they feel Queen of Swords on the pathway to being a very good influencer. Maybe someone's only looked at her physical appearance. They have a lack of self-awareness. It's not all about the pretty face, baby. It can't be pretty and dumb as well. Looking at karma, looking at results, looking at hidden support within someone's limitations in the institutions, and that is an inner conflict and outside conflict when it comes to someone's career or reputation. Someone's probably looking at their own professional achievements, and they understand this team relies on people way too much. They're in an illusion when it comes to independence. If you're independent, that means you're self-sufficient. If you are not self-sufficient, you are not independent. You're depending on other people, things, and places to seem like you're independent. Now, that's not the direction to go within this team. Looking for donations, handouts, you name it. It's a burden. Got to have healthier boundaries. Boundaries. It's all right to have boundaries, man. But communicate your boundaries. It's like when you're building a team, conflict resolution, you need it's in my head. It just came in my head. Oh, what's that structure? What's that structure? Come back. Where you going? Oh, it's just basic instructions, man. Please come back to my head. It would make the bloody thing make sense. Ugh, I wish I had another computer here sometimes. I really need to sort out my studio so badly. Because some things I want to look up while I'm doing readings and that, you know. Especially to double check. I like to double check. Even if I know the answer, I still like to double check. That's me. For my decisions. To have a clear judgment. All right. So someone's looking for clarity to make a final decision. So I like to double check. I don't like to waste my time. Time is precious to me, you know. I don't like people wasting my time and my energy. I don't like it. And you'll know about it as well. I've got boundaries. And some people have to learn the hard way about boundaries. Alright? So now looking at Two of Cups. Someone's in the energy of a soulmate connection. But it seems to be a battle. Someone feels defeated. But use your intuition. Someone's slandering the Two of Cups. Trying to destroy the Two of Cups. God's Two of Cups. Seems to be a conflict. A battle. Maybe the Queen of Wands is looking at a situation where she feels there's a conflict with a Queen of Cups or someone very loving. Why don't people keep out people's business, man? Honestly, pushy, demanding person, I guess. Her foundation is a battle, maybe of a Aquarius or Gemini person. She's too immature, man. Very vengeful. She wants to block this Two of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is like, do whatever. Do as you mean, man. Do as you mean, because your energy will run out at some point. Because you're putting your energy into the wrong things. You'll get bored at one point. At some point, you'll just get bored. But this one wants victory, this Queen of Wands. But she's bringing it back, man. Too much slandering. Too much, too much. Or maybe this Emperor could be an air sign Gemini person. Or a Leo person. Or Virgo person. Probably feels as Queen of Swords or the Queen of Cups. Is very like self-assured when it comes to courage, bravery, to create. They don't mind going into a conflict and bring order. Do you understand? It's the truth, not by the truth. Or you get cut off. I don't care who you are. Do you understand? Right. It's not about your foundation just for your victory and your reward. If you want to be by yourself and have, if you want to be a center of attention, don't work in a team. Work by yourself. Simple. Why drag everyone down? Stop other talents coming in because you're insecure, because you cannot live up to that energy. So you create havoc, you bully, you push your own values. Why? Insecurity is beating someone up within themselves, battering that person. Because they know they should not be using people. Why? Because they can't do it their fucking self when it comes to their foundation. Maybe someone's looking at money matters. It's all about money thing. Money. Honestly. So someone has to hold their budget, man. That 4, it became 1 and 3. 4, man. You got to hold back. Grand Reaper. Got to use your intuition. But when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to your energy, thoughts, and your money, and it's the truth. She's seeing the truth. Jamal Libra Aquarius person, maybe, or a Queen of Cups, very nurturing. She has the truth, nothing but the truth. But now we're looking at the energy of holding, okay, onto your clarity, all right? Because when it comes to the emotions, someone's holding on to their empathy, sensitivity, right? The Holy Grail, man. Don't be conflicted. So maybe this Queen of Wands wants to bring off maybe the truth, or she's seeing the truth about a loving, nurturing person. And because they're not loving, nurturing, giving, they're thinking she's like that too. Shame on you. Now they're having a come to Jesus moment. Because they were lying, stealing, cheating, and wanting a conflict with a loving person. And now they look stupid. Now they conflict within themselves. Or now they got a conflict with maybe the emperor. You know, someone in authority, someone that has control. So now we're looking at the hand of God. We've got clarity within yourself. You can make breakthroughs when it uses your emotions. Use your intuition, okay, to make breakthroughs. So now they have the truth. Now they have a battle because they lied. Oh, she's not nurturing. Oh, she's not nice. Why? Because you're a demon. This is witchy. This is witchy-woo. Do you understand? Because more time in the tarot, the Queen of Wands, sometimes she's the third party person, but she's probably the main person in the house, but she's the karmic. So she's seeing that, I was the third party person. There you go. And they know this. Energy, innit? Energy, man. So now look at conflicts. The truth is out when it comes to this conflict, rival, challenges. Okay, somebody was making an obstacle. So you have to trust your intuition. Someone's looking at the higher priestess, maybe Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, or Pisces person, or maybe a Leo person is looking at this spiritual connection with a higher priestess. Maybe someone's happy about maybe having a joyful outcome, because there seems to be a conflict. Maybe they have a different perspective, maybe about a tarot reader, or maybe about spirituality. Okay, maybe someone wasn't seeing something clearly because there was a hidden feeling, a hidden knowledge. This is why you've got to trust your own intuition. So someone's thinking about the divine feminine, the higher priestess, higher than the Pope, all right? Now they're understanding that was the truth. So they lied. So now I understand how you have respect for your pastors and your bishops. And this person is higher than the Pope. And you knew this, and you still was in your ego, creating full success in a team. And that's what full success brings, what? Conflicts in your energy. Now we're looking at spiritual warfare, okay? Someone's looking at a respected leader, all right, strategically planning. That's the hidden feeling. There seems to be a secret within this group, an illusion. You've got to trust your intuition, all right? Trust yourself. Trust your inner voice. You trust yourself. You trust yourself. You trust your purpose, all right? And you'll understand people's purpose when it comes to collaborations, okay? We can see joyful outcome. Maybe you listen to a tarot reader. When it comes to the energy of purity, someone's very pure. Someone feels like someone's very pure. When it comes to the connection, someone feels like they're connected to the divine and they're seeing the truth and they're happy that someone's got their Godhead on, or you're going for your highest self. We're looking at newness, look at innocence. We're looking at the energy of bringing in, okay, the truth and nothing but the truth to bring plans, ideas, godly ideas to bring that stability, okay? Because someone feels like they're connecting to a higher priestess when it comes to communication. Now we have peace when it comes to self-expression, okay? Oh boy. Trust yourself when it comes to a decision. Because there seems to be a lot of criticism. Because somebody wants to shut someone's throat chakra. So now we think about happy outcome. Or maybe you want to work with the Queen of Swords with a happy outcome. She's saying, know your needs and your wants, Salah. Know how you're working with the wounded warrior. Because you will get chopped up with the truth. Take that leap of faith, collective, right? Maybe the Queen of Swords brings this team a new, fresh hope. Maybe they're taking chances by trusting their intuition. We're creating new pathways, adventure, all right? Look at collaboration, look at quality and not quantity. Use your intuition, okay, people? Trust your intuition, all right? Because now you're looking at balance, maybe. Could you see a pillar? So there's balance. Okay, when you look at the possibilities, maybe, of walking away from the darkness, from the energy of darkness. See how dark it is in that team, but it's love that's protecting. It's your intuition. Thinking of love, intuition, purity. Makes you feel more stable. Maybe the Emperor is working, the Wounded Warrior. Maybe there was delays, obstacles, maybe there was a truce. Maybe there was divided loyalty in this team. But you should say to people, I don't care. Write your dreams down. See the truth for yourself. And then we can have a conversation. Until then, you can stay in your conflict. Entertain foolery. For there's hidden feelings, hidden agenda. Okay? So now you're looking at the Divine Feminine. The Queen of Swords. Maybe the Divine Masculine is thinking of his hidden feelings. That he's happy with the Queen of Swords when it comes to her work. Self-mastery, self-craftsman. So they're thinking, and she's saying, know your needs and your wants when you're working with the Wounded Warrior, the Emperor. Know yourself. Wheel of Fortune coming your way. Tune yourself within yourself to tune into the universe. Okay, someone's tuning into the universe. Now you're looking at a Wheel of Fortune. Someone's going for a turning point. Because now you see a situation where someone probably had to have patience, to have a different perspective when it comes to wheeling the fortune into a different cycle. So now we're seeing the end of a cycle, maybe, for some people. Because we had to go for a karmic lesson. It's all about the karmic lesson, all right? Changes. It's all about changes. This team wanted to change, or this Matthew wants to change. He's wounded. Tower moment. Too many negativity on false foundation. Some elements are missing. It's truth and intuition. It's love. It's missing. Because look, the foundation looks very solid at the top of this foundation. But at the bottom, it's not. It was never solid in the beginning. It was always going to come down. So after you'll come down, you're looking at Queen of Cups. Maybe a Gemini person is looking at this love, or a Sagittarius person feels like holding back is a burden. Somebody's walking away from people, things in place and planting their own foundation. Could be King of Swords. You've got to look for God, man. Looking for a solid offer when it comes to investments. Someone's lying, stealing, cheating, trying to act like a friend. There we go again. Genevieve Nadia. Or a businesswoman. That's the Queen of Pentacles, man. Too possessive, too angry, too jealous, too everything. They're not paying attention to their own major changes. Too codependent when it comes to the pathway. Too materialistic, too dark. This is a dark entity, but this is the devil. Creating entrapments. Now the devil's broke their own heart. But they're out there laughing, mocking. Look at me. No, Taurus, you're blocked. No one gives a shit. No one cares, man. Go sit down, go find your mother and your father. And go learn your lesson. Got no behavior, man. No behavior. Big people can't grow up. Can't grow up, man. Always think that they can do anything. All right, let's see how far you can go and do anything with your devil. Good luck. Because now everyone's left. Let's see how passionate you are creating from the soul of the self. Let's see. Come with the teeth. You little teeth. Let's see, man. Let's see, baby. Too much of that. And this is the thing. Maybe this Queen of Wands or this Queen of Pentacles, they do a lot of talking and they don't deliver. They think everyone's like them. So they're shocked that, the Queen of Swords actually delivers. Yeah, I told you already, didn't I? That was a little side note. Taurus person. Oh, yeah, karmic debt is it? Not creative. No. Not spiritual. No. Has bad money problems. Yes. So now you have to question, how did people become in positions of power when it comes to maybe being a manager or a leader or an influencer or an EP or a director? How did that happen? People are starting to wonder now. intuition. Blocked intuition. So how did you become this person on the platform saying I'm the one to follow? I can bring artists together because all I did with Lionheart, Addie Love. That was her name. Why? Because Addie was sloshing at that person and she got help from Addie Wally. Oh yeah! And who else wrote that again? 5 other people. And who directed that again? Well, just her. So how the fuck was you commodity? What? Because you made Netflix. You made it on Netflix. Ooh, whoopee! Queen of Pentacles, Wish Fulfillment, whoopee! And you got failed academy. Why? Oh yeah, too much English. Why? You got someone else to do your work. And one of them was Addie Wally, innit? Addie Love. Look at the movie credits, people. I just read it. I didn't watch it. I just read it. Sounds like farming to me as well. Yeah, baby. My husband's not stupid, Bubs. All right. Now looking at wish fulfillment for Queen of Pentacles. She went in with promiscuity. Okay. She wanted boundaries towards a Queen of Swords because they want that Wheel of Fortune, trying to change someone's destiny. Destiny swapping, you see. Energy harvesting. Oh, yeah. People, start thinking with your intuition. Someone's big think of a friend, maybe, a wish fulfillment to come in with passion. Boundaries. Depends, though, on that decision that the Emperor makes when he knocks that door. Tone. He knows the rules. He knows the rules. He knows the Empress, doesn't he? Battle. Queen of Pentacles came in with a battle. That was her wish fulfillment. Oh, yeah, slandering with the Queen of Wands. Oh, yeah, about entrapments, you know. Now, someone's restricted from this team now when it comes to this pathway. Someone was being very conning, weren't they, in this team? Oh, yeah, exaggerating their expertise. Now, someone feels like they've got to defend their own holy grail. Why? Justice is going to court. Decision, judgment. Someone's under spiritual judgment, all right? But someone's making a decision. For happily ever after, maybe a Leo person got a different perspective about alchemy, creations. Maybe someone's walking away from being promiscuous, maybe a Leo person. Maybe see the passion, maybe from this King of Pentacles. Maybe taking that leap of faith when it comes to changing a lifestyle, going within and looking at the Queen, looking at an Empress. Behind the Empress, too much deception, man, illusions, missed opportunities. Someone's stalking. Aries person, when it comes to wish fulfillment, these people cannot be single, boy. Single, maybe a friend or someone from the past. King of Cups, looking at 2 of Cups, holding it back, holding information back, going within, seeing the willpower of this fight, conflict. But the Emperor's using his intuition to create projects. Now you're looking at a difficulty with Aquarius person on the internet, sharing the information about a Taurus person, taking people's money. But she didn't do anything. She didn't create, she didn't write, she didn't do shit. So how did she become, or some businesswoman or a creative woman, become in powerful positions? Wish fulfillment to break the heart of the divine feminine. That was the Queen of Wands' fulfillment, wish fulfillment. But someone feels defeated, maybe with a Cancer person. Feels defeated, maybe, for some of you. And some of you feel defeated with an air sign person. The Queen of Wands feels defeated. There seems to be a choice of 2, maybe a Queen of Wands and a loving person, or maybe someone very creative and someone very loving. But this person's not creative. Some of you, not all of you, because there's a nice one here, but there's one Queen of Wands. I think she's meant to be an air sign person. No. Bully, demanding. She doesn't have her own mind. No, she don't. She's easily controlled. She's like a look of controller. Just look her battery in her. One look her resources. Make her hang out with one look or 2 friends that have look her name. There you go. You control that one. She's easily controlled, man. Yeah, she's easily controlled, man. Easily. That's why you got to walk away from these people, man. Gullibility. They think they got power. They ain't got nothing. Because you got 2 men beside them. They think they got power. Whatever. The devil, man. Someone's looking at an air sign person. A Queen of Cups. Maybe this Queen of Wands is jealous. Maybe about Aquarius, Gemini, Libra person. Or maybe a cup woman. A very nurturing woman. a Queen of Cups. The team, innit? The team, man. They're stuck in the thought about this pathway when it comes to someone defending the Holy Grail. This team of people, angry, demonic people. Use your intuition. So this team loves too much materialism. They're too demonic, man. Someone's obsessed with someone's information when it comes to wish fulfillment. Someone's very obsessed about air sign person, a very loving person, or a very loving person that has good logic, a really good woman. And this Queen of Wands, she's just not happy, boy. Not happy because she's the truth. The truth, the battle. She's got to be this Queen of Wands. She's fucking demonic. Maybe with an earth sign person. Too demonic, man. They deserve each other. When God comes, let's see how your friend's going to help you. Duh! Let's see, because your person's not going to be there helping you, boy. Because someone's now sad. Third party person they looked at. Somebody is very protective because someone's like maybe looking at abandonmentship issues, maybe. Maybe someone thought the energy came from abandonment issues, so they got that trauma bonding. These people are dumb. If it was trauma bonding, we'll be fighting, arguing, be blood outside. I'll be in that group with you lot. Queen of Swords will be in that group with you lot. Simple. If it was trauma bonding, anything negative, it would have been 3 months here and gone tomorrow. It was 13 years with you lot. Why? Because you're the vampire energy. Karmic lesson, man. Third party person. Somebody wants a reunion, maybe. Somebody's walking away from people, things in place that don't serve for the highest good. And now, the Empress is sitting on the Emperor. Passionately sitting on the Emperor. And the earth sign person gonna be upset, baby. Oh yeah, because somebody's coming in very promiscuously, I guess. Now look at the passion of maybe someone's being grounded, taking that leap of faith. Look at your dreams, man. Look at your options. Someone's changing their lifestyle when it comes to maybe a circle of friends that are heartbroken, maybe 3 women. Looking for sparkling ideas in this institution of Taurus person, Virgo, Capricorn person, or Aries person. Looking for status when it comes to donation with their community. Nope, turning point, you're finished. You can forget about that. Someone thinks the Queen of Swords is the Empress, but somebody was at work lying. Lying, stealing, cheating, and keeps looking back at maybe a wounded warrior when it comes to promiscuity. You know? Lying, stealing, cheating, and that's what people are thinking about. Yeah, somebody lied. So this is what I love, you know, with karmics. They had 5, or they have a long string ahead of them to create anything from their imagination about someone behind their back. Now someone has come back out in the world. How does your deception, your illusion, match the logic, the reason from this person? How can you deny that they are the Empress? Hidden feelings. They thought maybe they can learn it to be this Queen of Swords. It's nothing you can learn. It's a bloodline. So now someone's lying, stealing, cheating at work anyway. Somebody lied, stealing, cheated and was taking the Emperor and the Empress's work. Oh yeah, maybe a Aquarius person, Gemini person, or maybe a Taurus person, a Virgo person, or Sagittarius person. So that is the turning point. Karmic debt. Oh, Cancer. Had it all in his hand, didn't he? He thought nobody would see. Oh yeah, we see all right. We see all right. When you point your fingers at people, karmics, make sure you understand God is watching. And 3 more is pointing right back at you. So obviously your dirty laundry is outside now. Look at them pegs. All your dirty laundry. Wounded. Someone's lying and someone's running to the Emperor to tell the truth about something. Look at him. Look at maybe the Queen of Swords running. Emperor, look, Wagwan. You got to find out your people then. They're wicked, under delusions. They want you to miss out opportunities. Look within yourself, quick. They're abusing you. You need to have a boundary to his Taurus person. Quick, run. There's difficulties. Run from this Queen of Pentacles. She's too promiscuous. She looks for businessmen, for opportunists, because she's an opportunist. She's got loads of men slashing that sausage into scrambled eggs. Now someone's got yoke on their toy soldiers. And someone's not happy. Healthy boundaries. It's all right to have healthy boundaries, okay? Someone seeking or having that desire to have healthy boundaries when it comes to direct. Someone was exaggerating their credentials when it comes to Wheel of Fortune. Someone's being very irresponsible when it comes to destiny swapping, or maybe a turning point in life for money. Someone's being very outspoken, all right? Maybe a Gemini person being very outspoken. Maybe another masculine, heartbroken about promiscuity, or heartbroken about a sexual adventure. Somebody was being used, all right? So now you're looking at a situation where someone is trying to manifest. Oh my days, these people are weirdos. Someone's got to give the gab. Someone's doing manipulation. Someone is doing the most. Someone's saying, I'm so sorry, but keep doing the same old madness when it comes to promiscuity. So someone's manipulating. This player is manipulating. Could be a Gemini person or a water sign person. They're just in their player energy, man. It's a battle. Player energy, heartbroken. Player, man. The player met a player, isn't he? They got a different perspective about maybe the inspiration to listen to one's inner self, listen to the voice, maybe being guided by the angel to bring in patience, balance, fairness. Somebody's having this insight, maybe about juggling, maybe a Cancer person with an Earth sign person, or maybe it's King of Wands. Maybe that ending when it comes to you lot, man, and your Earth signs, boy. Worried now about the devil in the bed. The devil's in the bed, boy. Unrequited love, burden with a lover at work. They're going for a rock bottom. If he thinks, if this person does not use their intuition, they're not coming out of alive. I'll tell you that for nothing. They're not coming out alive, boy. And the amount of illusions, you look, oh. I tell you, you see a lot of people that passed away. A lot of people are going to find out the truth. I just heard, I don't want to say it. I don't know that man's name, that dancer, that passed. I didn't want to say it, but I don't know his name, that's why. I think he should be relooked at. There's something funny about that as well, to me. It's that feeling. It's that feeling. It's that feeling, man. I think he should be relooked at. His case needs to be relooked at. The moment I've never seen in my life, I just know it through the death. Someone was found in a hotel. I don't know what his name is, though. I can't remember what his name is. I think he needs to be relooked at, but you've got to use your intuition. It might be a little bit unbelievable. Like, I don't understand when people, right, fight for their marriages and they do that Wheel of Fortune. And even if that person, like, passes away or they break up, within a year or two, they're smashing someone else. Or married to someone else. I thought that was your love of your life. He was my da-da-da-da-da. It's madness. My masculine left 13 years ago. I'm still here. That's what I understand. Is that really love or is it loss? Because how do you not move on so fucking quickly? It's like a train track. It's like people like to do gangbanging, but don't want to admit it. They like to be trained out, boy, like a platform on the train track. Use your intuition, okay, for your fulfillment. Happily ever after a battle, all right? I can see the passion. Someone doesn't want to be single, man. They don't want to be single. Or now you're looking at two telepathic people holding on to self-sufficiency, maybe. Someone's walking with love on their sleeves. Because maybe they see this Queen of Swords of their happiness. She's very frisky, bold, courageous, loving, nurturing. Maybe they see a battle. They come with the truth, nothing but the truth. They don't care what you lot say. Not here to save no name, no nothing. Now, maybe someone's working with their intuition. Well done, collective. Just keep working with your intuition. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality. All right? Don't watch the numbers. Watch the energy. Data can be manipulated, you know? Like, I used to love doing research like data. You can give me numbers and I can tell a story from it. That was one of my strengths when it comes to, like... Oh, you know, like when you do a strategic graph. Like, you do a graph, right? Numbers don't lie when you do your statistics. It depends on the storyteller, you know. So I used to like to do oh, we put the infantries in. I like to do the after part. I like to do the numbers. Just give me the numbers, I make the story. Just give me the numbers, man. I don't want to hear nothing else. Yeah, do your graph. Do your, oh, what's it called? Oh, jeez. Just do your graphs, man. And then the storyteller tells you, because sometimes, yeah, especially with the government, they're very smart. If you look at their statistics properly, and if you listen to their words, it's not matching to their statistics. If you listen to the words properly, listen. Because maths don't lie, you know. Remember that? Maths don't lie. I was going to mention about a year. Like, is there really 365 days in a year? Or is there 336 days in a year? Think about it, work it out. See what you come up with, you know. Is there a 13th month missing? And why? Look at the mathematics and you'll see. All the answers are there, man. Maths don't lie. That's one thing about maths. It don't lie. Look at divine masculine. You're looking at being guided by your higher self. Right? Look at the wisdom. Look at purity. Looking at listening to your own inner wisdom. Okay? Maybe someone is highlighting the higher self. Okay? By pouring love into oneself. Okay? To bring out opportunities when it comes to wisdom. When it comes to self-mastery, when it comes to divinity. We're looking at a spiritual leader, okay? We're looking at maybe a guru, all right? We're looking at healing, love, harmony, balance, okay? Because now maybe someone's looking at protection when it comes to the dark energies and helping people when it comes to their missing elements, all right? Missing elements. Every ending has a new beginning. This is what this emperor's thinking about. Maybe there was an unalivement for the emperor and the empress. It's like trying to kill God then, isn't it? Idiots. Different perspective about a battle, a challenge. This King of Wands looking at maybe the devil in the bed, worried. Maybe about victory, triumph. Got different perspective about listening to their own inner wisdom, you know. The inspiration from the soul of the self. Maybe someone's seeing their purpose, very happy about having a happy ever after with a soulmate that was an entrapment on their pathway. You've got to defend your beliefs. You're the lion. Okay, collective. You could be a Libra person or a Leo person. Look at your own holy grail. Okay, I know you got a heartbreak, but guess what? I always say to you guys, the heart is the seat of the soul. Don't block it. All right. Looking at personal journey, transformation, staying afloat by having a bigger perspective, okay? So you can bring in growth and opportunities, all right? When you go to sleep, when you come to the cousin of death and you go to sleep or you wake up in the coffin, hold on to your truth. Look at the visions within inside yourself. Someone is seeing within their dreams, someone lying still and cheating, money, opportunities. It could be skills. It could be monetary matters. It could be talent. It could be information. Someone's not being a friend. I'll tell you one thing. Earth sign person definitely ain't my friend. I don't know you from nowhere. Someone's probably looking at as well, maybe a solar. Working on, maybe somebody was lying about their solar plex. Or maybe someone's lying about how happy they are. But there seem to be people lying at work, Aquarius, Libra, or Taurus person, or a Sagittarius person. There seems to be a battle about Wheel of Fortune, about turning the wheel in their favor, to hide the lie. But you have to listen to your own inner voice, okay? When you listen to your own inner voice, pay attention to the details. Because someone's got a bigger perspective and they're inspired by maybe the Empress, Aquarius person, the Queen of Swords. Aquarius person. Someone's thinking behind the Queen of Swords. Their head is cementally into the Queen of Swords. And the feet is walking in patience and balance. But the thoughts is thinking about the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is thinking about this battle. Boundaries. And that's what's blocking this battle, man. Boundaries. Look at them all running at work. Oh no, Aquarius is coming. Really? I'm still here. I'm everywhere, baby. Everywhere you go, every move you make around the emperor, guess what's going to happen, honey child? Is you know the rules. Regret. Someone's in regret. Someone's thinking about regret, about a lie, maybe. Or about working. Maybe, or about saying they're busy and they weren't. They're being a player. Being manipulative. So now we're looking at the Queen of Swords. Someone's thinking about, at work, the devil. Behind the Queen of Swords back. Maybe Queen of Cups. Maybe angry when it comes to work. Lying. Maybe it was a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend that act like they know people. No, I just know you, I know of you at work, maybe. So now maybe someone, Queen of Cups, is looking at a burden. When it comes to plantation, someone's walking away. Let me tell you something, you know. I think I was a masculine back in my lifetime, you know. Let me tell you, any woman that tries to finesse me for a baby because I've got money, oh, you can keep that kid by yourself. You went for your grocery shopping, now you get kicked out. I see that kid when it's 18, 19, 21. Not when you're not when you're in control. You're mad. Even if I secretly put money away, letters away, I don't know how I would deal with it, but I wouldn't deal with you. Or maybe someone's looking at King of Wands in a battle with a Queen of Wands, with a Queen of Swords, with the truth. Battles, man, ending. Maybe somebody wants to end a battle, maybe. I don't know. Or confusion. Or a challenge. But yeah, he's going to have a challenge on his hand. I'll tell you that for nothing. Maybe someone wants to come in very passionately to a Queen of Swords. Or somebody lied about Queen of Swords being promiscuous. And they're the devil. But it was a lie. They were working on a lie. But that's his happiness. I tell you, people, boy. Or you're dealing with another Queen of Swords. Very promiscuous. Lying, stealing, cheating. Maybe someone at work lied just to get baby attention. Maybe you want to interview the man. I don't know what you lot are doing over there. Over there, demonic. Demonic, man. Demonic. She's very passionate. Look at her. Passionately. Move the devil. Move. We've been spiritually guided. Now the devil's stuck. The devil's stuck in the lie. He said, help me. I'm stuck. No, bye. Bye. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Bye, bro. We don't care about you. Maybe Aquarius person at work is a devil. Maybe. Maybe they a high-class prostitute, Capricorn person. Or Aquarius person. Or a Taurus, Virgo person. Or a Capricorn person. Lying. Can't get away from a Taurus, man. Taurus person. Virgo, Taurus person. Capricorn person. Yes, we see you. Yes, because Aquarius coming out difficult, man. Taking the truth. Come down. Yes, we're coming down with the truth, man. Balance. Take a leap of faith, okay, collective. Use your intuition. Because when it comes to your intuition, that's your loyalty. Your intuition gives you your honesty. You just have to tell the truth. Once you tell the truth, you trust your inner wisdom. It's discernment. And it makes you head to the right direction. All right? Away from a conflict. Because you're following God. See, it's like when God comes in, you know. Hi, everyone. You all got a soul. You all got a purpose. You know, you all can create. You know, no one's above anybody. Just pay attention when I speak. I'm going to leave now. Out of the classroom. Remember, this is Earth School. All right, this is university. So, come out of the classroom. There's these immature people, like children, fighting. No, that's mine. Now there's pure energy, tensions in the energy now. No, that's mine. Nobody wants to listen to no one. No, that's mine. No, it's not. Did you work for it? I don't care. I'm entitled. I'm a rival. I'm a challenge. I'm all of this. I'm conflicted. Why? Because I like spiritual warfare. So now we're looking at a situation where we're going through a holy war. What side are you on? The truth or the lie? Why? Two energies. Left, right, up, down, yin, yang. What energy? Ego. What energy do you go with on a daily basis? What energy do you wake up to? Can that measure more in your devil energy, being conflicted and not free to take chances? What energy? Are you in your dark energy to bring that pentacle? Or are you in the good energy? Because now looking at a turning point. All right, when it comes to investments, the willpower. Someone's walking away from a Taurus or Cancer person or Scorpio person to plant their own foundation. What are you in? There's so many movies that show when you do the devil's energy, you get caught at some point. But these people think they're so fucking superior, these karmics. They don't behave. That's why they call them motherfucking karmic. They hold no value but destruction. Gold, oil, diamonds, they're God. Alright? My God, good, comes with the truth, discernment, control of your thoughts to bring a balanced decision. Just be good. G-O-O-D. Take the extra O out. What do you have? G-O-D. Just be good. And there you go again. Queen of Swords is always guided by God. But these people don't believe in God. They believe in the devil. And then they'll tell you, God bless. I've got a foundation. No. You're saying God bless to your devil daddy, Genevieve Nadia. Remember, walk in love, talk in truth, love you guys. And someone jealous of a very loving, nurturing person. Oh, well, if your dad's the devil, never mind. Remember, walk in love, talk in truth, love you guys. Bye.